The rope suddenly untied itself, the heavy iron box directly on the dog. This can be Jack frightened, rushing to rescue the dog.
Call 911! Tell him the dog is white! Tell him the dog is white!
He also took the dog's pulse, teach it to continue to breathe, trying hard to pull the dog out.
Oh, my back! Oh, my fucking back!
Finally called friends to help, but the box was moved, but the dog was already crushed into a dog pie. Jack blew air into the dog's mouth, and brought a pump. The dog was blown into a dog balloon, and flew away. But that was just the beginning of the weirdness. Today was Jack's first day of moving. He always felt that the house was not lucky. His wife, May, bought an incredibly ugly doll. Ah yes, Annabelle. Jack is really a picky eater. He did not even let Annabelle go. 3 seconds later, Jack was afraid that his wife would find out, ruthlessly threw Annabelle into the pool downstairs. What's even more outrageous is that Annabelle actually fell in love with him. She signed up for a social media account, posting intimate selfies with Jack online, and applied to add Jack as a friend, always sending him sexy pictures of herself. This freaked Jack out. He decided to make a clean break with her, Annabelle, who had been dumped by the scumbag. Angry, she burned his clothes, and wrote all over the walls. Jack wanted to destroy Annabelle outright. First he buried her in a pit, then packed and sent away, even burned it in a fire. But no matter what he did, Annabelle will always come back. This makes Jack broken. The Superiors is a beating dragon 18 ah. If Alice did not stop in time, Annabelle might have been killed by him. At night, he found a videotape in his room. He opened it to see the death. A god of death in black appeared on the screen. He wanted to kill the former owner of the house, but he could not pull the rope as hard as he could. He almost lost his children. He heard the Grim Reaper wailing in pain. Don't record, don't record. Remember to cut this part just now. Looked half a day is the death of humiliating black material. Late at night Jack was watching a ghost movie, but when he turned his head, the ghost in the screen even made a face at him. But when he looked over again, the ghost returned to its original state. He didn't expect it to go even further this time. The ghost made another international friendly gesture at him. This time Jack sensed that something was wrong.
Aha! I caught your ass!
He turned around as if nothing had happened. That day Jack was playing hide-and-seek with his son. Suddenly the closet behind him opened. There were 2 hands sticking out of it, and clapped their hands. Jack was about to catch them, but his son ran in through the door. And who was in the closet? Jack was brave enough to pull open his clothes. Suddenly a ghostly face popped out. He was so scared that he went up and punched. It turned out that it was just Alice pretending to be someone else. In the middle of the night, he heard a strange noise, opened the door of his daughter's room. It was full of moths. His daughter sat frozen on the bed, unresponsive. Alice handed over a fly swatter. Jack took out the vacuum cleaner, but the moths cannot be cleaned. Finally, the killer mosquito lamp was used. Soon the room was filled with moths. Daughter also sleeps well, but it didn't end there. Jack found a moving cardboard box in the doorway. He grabbed a baseball bat and cautiously approached. When the cardboard box is not paying attention, the Superior beat up again then another Tarzan crush. He also took out a chainsaw and split the carton in half. Family members came to hear the sound, tried to stop him, but it was too late. It turned out that it was a gift from the children, a puppy. But the innocent dog had already gone to see God. Many bizarre things happened in the house, at the suggestion of neighbors, ready to use chicken blood to exorcise evil spirits. But this chicken is very strong fighter. It was like a fighting chicken in the attack. Surprisingly, it fought with Jack for 300 rounds.
What did I do to your fucking baby?
Under the aura of the protagonist, Jack finally defeated the fighting chicken, then happily ate fried chicken. Forget about the exorcism altogether. Seeing that the house is about to become a haunted house, Jack found a priest. Then he found a cottage exorcist couple. The group came to the house. They found their daughter, who was possessed by a demon. They tied her to a chair, discussed how to exorcise the demon. The experienced priest pulled out a revolver straight away. Suddenly the lights went out. Black pulled out his camera light, found that the priest had been controlled by the demon, directly shot himself. The exorcist couple came into action in time, after a lot of yakking and yakking, but the demon suddenly hung upside down in midair, and fell to the ground hard. He broke free and fled upstairs. Jack chased after him. Seeing his daughter's situation was not good, he made a deal with the demon, letting go of a girl. Come at me if you can.
Wait, no, here, take him!
The demon transferred into Jack's body. He developed his potential, doing all kinds of difficult yoga. The exorcist immediately poured holy water on him, but as we all know, this stuff in the horror movie, it never works in horror movies. Soon the demon was enraged, and jumped on the crowd. Finally the demon was gone, and Jack was back to normal.
So much better now. Can't be too sure.
Afterwards, the exorcist took Annabelle away. The family's life was finally restored to peace.